This video is going to hopefully give you some ideas of different ways you can incorporate Google Jamboard into your classroom. So Google Jamboard is a digital whiteboard feature that you can use for individual student projects. You can use it as you are instructing, or you can use it collaboratively throughout your whole class. So to start your first jam, you're going to go to your Google Drive, you're going to hit New and go down to More. Within this selection, you'll see Google Jamboard. I'm going to create my first jam, and it's going to act like a lot of different Google products. So the first thing I'm going to do is just give it a name. I'm going to call this a collaborative jam. I'm going to hit OK, and then I'm ready to start playing. So I'm going to show you all the different tools here. I have a background feature that has different options depending on what you teach and what your purpose for your jam is. I'm going to go ahead and change this background. And then on the side here, you have a couple different options for what you want to do on the slide. So you have a pen with different sizes and colors. You have your eraser feature, your selector tool. This is sticky notes that you can add to your slides, kind of like text boxes. Okay. I can save that, resize it, and design it as I need to. Okay, I'm going to put it up here. And you can also add images either from your Google Drive, from your computer, or you can do a quick Google image search and insert those images into your board. So for this example here, it's a collaborative board, and this is just an example of one way you might use it in your classroom. So a lot of us have individual physical whiteboards in our classroom, but in a digital environment, you might want students to do that more electronically. So I have my template here. This is what I want each slide to look like, and I want each student to draw or add content to their individual slide. So one way to do that is to create my template page. I'm going to click on up at the top here. These are kind of my different slides, and I'm going to duplicate this slide. I'm going to do that for as many students as I have. I'm going to keep going until I have as many as I need that all look the same. And then what's nice is when students get in here, I'm going to instruct them to find a slide and add their name to it. And as they're working, I can scroll through and see real-time progress in what they're doing. So an easy way to think about this too is if I'm going to do this type of activity frequently, I might change the title of this to be a template jam. So that way I don't have to go through that duplication process every single time. And then you can always make a copy of your template to create your individual activities. Now I'd like to walk you through your different options for integrating this with Canvas. So one option, if you're going to use this as a collaborative digital whiteboard activity where you want to view each student editing their own slide, the way you would do that is go up to Share, and you're going to change these settings down here so that each student has editing rights to this Jamboard. I'm going to copy this link, and if it's graded, you want to make it an assignment. If it's not graded, make a page in Canvas. Go ahead and insert a link to that editable Jamboard in your page. So I'm going to link to my document where everyone can edit that Jamboard. So that's one option. Now, if you don't want every student on the exact same Jamboard, you'd rather have each student have their own copy of the Jamboard, you can create an assignment and make it an external tool. So let me walk you through that process. So here's an assignment. I'm going to let students know that they're going to get a template of an activity in Jamboard to complete. And under submission type, you're going to make it an external tool, and you're going to find Google Docs Cloud Assignment. This will link to your drive, and you're going to look for your Jamboard that you want each student to edit. My template. So I'm going to hit Submit, hit Select, and now each student's going to get a copy, their very own copy of that Jamboard to edit and write on. Now for this option, you want to make sure that you load it in a new tab, give it a due date, and then you can go ahead and save. Now I want to walk you through what students are going to see because it's a little funky at times, and you might have to walk students through it for the first time. So when they open your assignment, they're going to load that Jamboard in a new tab, and they're going to get a sad face, but that's okay. So for Jamboard, the students have to click on this link up here. It'll take them to their copy of the Jamboard, and then they can work and edit on their own to complete your activity. And then what they can do is go back to the Canvas page, and for students, they're going to have a Submit button up at the top right-hand side. They're going to hit Submit, and that's going to give you a nice picture of what they've done when you go to grade it.